What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and we are continuing with the roasting videos, and this is Smooth Criminal, and he wants to know what he can do to improve on his account as far as fighting Null. So I see that you already have 2% Pierce. The Cable card, the Guardians of the Galaxy card are excellent. Keep those cards and keep working on them. I see you're already working on this Black Panther card. This is a better Black Panther card than this one here. I would not work on this Black Panther card here, and I really wouldn't work on this Black Widow card. I'd really try to get the Baby Spider card, or the Luna card, or the White Fox card before you start working on the Black Widow and this Black Panther card right here. But if you want to keep working on this Black Panther card, it's actually pretty decent because it does give you all attack and cooldown. And your cooldown's in a nice sweet spot at 32%. Your Pierce is 2%, okay? You could use a little bit more ignore defense. You'd like to be around 30 to 35%. And of course, you always want to improve your attack stats. Your attack speed being at 5%, that's pretty low. You really want it around 18 to 21%. And it's nice you got that energy attack proc. Now, it says, you say you can clear with Shirog and Falcon, but you got tier 3 Rogue. If you put a judgment on this character, she's going to get a clear against you against Null. I bet you anything she will with that 2% Pierce. I bet you she can do it. So here's your Shirog. All right, so that's one clear against Null. And then you got your Falcon. You got CTP of energy on Falcon. Nice. Your Iron Man. Your Iron Man should be able to do it. I would think that he could get the clear. You don't really have a lot of energy attack. I would think that Ghost Rider could probably get it. You got a Rage on this character. Your Thor. With this Obelisk, no. I mean, with a Rage, I would say probably yes. But with the Obelisk, pretty tough. Vision, he's kind of like, with the procs, Really, he plays a lot better with a Rage, unfortunately. And then Sentry here, if you give him a better Obelisk, he could probably get it done. And I just noticed something here. You got Protect the Captain on him. You really would want Power of Angry Hawk or Overdrive on this character. I mean, look at it. Okay, so you got Power of Angry Hawk on him. You got Hawk's Eye on her. Power of Angry Hawk. Okay. Okay, so again, with Iron Man, you really want Power of Angry Hawk or Overdrive on him. Okay, good. Yeah, it's the same with Thor. I mean, your ISOs, you're always going to be striving for Power of Angry Hawk and Overdrive, especially if you have enough cooldown on your cards, which you do have, bud. Okay, your call should be getting it done against Null. I mean, you got to ignore dodge on this. I mean, with that lower proc, I mean, he's so damn strong. I would think he could actually get it done for you. Okay, good. I'm noticing you don't have a lot of CTPs. I would think your Moon Knight could actually get it clear. I mean, I would think that you should be able to get 3 clears a day, but what I'm noticing is you're leveling up all these strong characters, but you don't really have any supports. You don't have Star-Lord at tier 3. You don't have Strange at tier 3. You don't have Winter Soldier at tier 3. You don't have War Machine at tier 3, which is who I would tier 3 next. That way you can gain some physical attack, that physical attack leadership, and then have that extra support like for Iron Man, because you already got Iron Man at tier 3. So that would really help to have that extra 40% all attack and that 30% HP. I think War Machine should absolutely be your next tier 3. I mean, you don't have Captain Marvel. You really need to level up a support. I mean, Cyclops would be a crazy support because he's got that 35% all attack leadership. But for energy attacking characters, he's going to also get that 30% extra energy attack from his passive. And since you got that new uniform, you're going to have that. That's what you need to be working on, bud. You need to be changing some ISO 8 sets. And you need to get you some better supports for your characters that you already have at tier 3. And if you ever get to it, tier 3 Cable, because you already have the Summer Days uniform, he would be nuts. I'd go for Winter Soldier, or not Winter Soldier, I would go for War Machine next. I'd work on tier 3ing him, and then go from there. Start getting you some supports, because you got some really strong characters that can actually do some clears against Null. Alright, so Daniel here just recently unequipped a bunch of CTPs. Would like some advice on where to put those CTPs, and just general advice on his account. So as far as your cards, bud, your cards looking great. You got Baby Spider, Luna, White Fox, Cable. Mwah, those are amazing. And you've already been putting work. I mean, the Loki #2 card is really, in my opinion, in the top 10 as far as the best PvE cards. So if you want to continue working on this, go ahead. I mean, you already got 3 stars on, so you're gaining 2% Pierce from this. But keep working on your cards. Keep, craft combining them. Let's look at your card effects. You got 43% cooldown, which is great. You got, well, it's actually more cooldown than what you need, but you got 8% pierce. Your ignore defense is skyrocketing. I mean, more is better than less. And then as far as your attack stats, looking pretty decent. You got a little bit more energy attack than physical attack, but again, a lot of us are guilty of that. And it's nice you got that physical and energy attack proc. Your attack speed looks really, really good. Okay, so CTPs. I don't know which CTPs you've unequipped, but I'll just give you kind of run through your characters and take a look at them. So good, good. Rage for Quicksilver, more than likely. Actually, in this uniform, I can play with an energy pretty easy. It's his newest uniform that I actually seem to need a rage. Good, good, good. ABX would definitely be a rage, but I mean, if you're using him against Null, the CTP of energy would actually be better. Rage for Doctor Strange. Let's see what you got. CTP of Insight would be good for Cyclops. Okay, good. Good. It looks like you know what's up, Daniel. I mean, a Rage is going to be really the best for Iron Man, but he can definitely play with a proc, but you got to do like extra rotations if you do play with a proc. He can play with a CTP of energy pretty easy, but it takes a little bit more careful gameplay. Star-Lord, honestly, you could just give a CTP of Insight, but he is pretty decent. And then Rage for Luna, if you care about ABX. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Rage. With 8% Pierce, a Rage would be the best for Thor, but once you get past 10%, then a CTP of Judgment. Mephisto, definitely a CTP of Judgment. CTP, good, good, good. CTP of Energy for Beta Ray Bill, that would be my number one for him. CTP of Energy for Moon Knight would be number one. CTP of Judgment definitely for Human Torches. Damage just skyrockets with that thing. Let me see here. Rage for Medusa, that's going to be the best. She does do really well with the CTP of Energy, but with a Rage, it's going to be a little bit easier thanks to the way you have to use her rotation. Okay. Rage for Venom, definitely, but I mean, now we're getting into tier 2 characters. So let me see here. Honestly, if you want some good characters to level up, you could go for Gambit. Gambit is absolutely insane. With your 8% Pierce and him having that ignore target dodge rate leadership, he would actually be a really good support for you. Taskmaster would also be a really good support. The fact that you got 8% Pierce tells me that you're probably in that range of 10 to 20 against Null, somewhere in there maybe. But Taskmaster would really help. Do you have War Machine? Okay, so you already know what's coming. You already know what's coming, my friend. You already know what I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure you can predict it. Tier 3 War Machine. You already have Cable at Tier 3. Tier 3 War Machine. He's going to help you so much. You could use him for Cable, or you could use him for Iron Man. Yeah, that would be the way to go, in my opinion, my friend. Okay, so this is Utkarsh. I actually talked about him yesterday, but I couldn't look at his account because he actually gave me the wrong IGN. So thank you for giving me the right IGN so I can take a look at it. And he wants to do Dispatch Missions 9-2 and above. He's having trouble queuing that up. So let's take a look at your cards here. I mean, your cooldown's looking good. You got 8% Pierce, which is a big help. Ignore defense is nice. I mean, you got plenty of attack. You got enough Pierce. You got an energy attack proc. Your cards are looking pretty good, actually. And as far as your cards, it's a shame you already got 3 blue stars on this one here because I actually would have replaced it. But I mean, unfortunately when players already start putting all this work in these cards, I hate telling them to unequip them and get something else. But I would just keep working on your Baby Spider, keep working on your Luna, your Guardians of the Galaxy. And if you ever get the White Fox card, if you ever get the Cable card, I'd probably switch it out with this Loki number 17 card first. But if you get any of 2 of those cards that I just mentioned, then switch it out with the Loki number 17 and the new Avengers 19. But definitely switch out with the P card with the Loki number 17 first. And let me see. You want to clear dispatch missions. So you have Doom. So there you go, man. Doom's tier 3's defense down is nuts. And if you use White Fox leadership, let me see if you got White Fox. You do have Ghost Rider, you do have a judgment on him. That's amazing. That's exactly what I have on mine. Actually, when I did dispatch missions, I had less attack than what you have on your account. right? I had less account and I didn't have any Pierce at all. And I was still able to do the 10-5 against dispatch missions using Ghost Rider, White Fox in the leadership, and Odin. But you could use Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom, though, is definitely going to need a Rage if you're going to use him. Maybe a CTP of Energy. So, I mean, since you got Doom already leveled up, I would probably, I mean, try to equip a Rage on him and then use him with White Fox's leadership and then have Ghost Rider in there as well. And you should be able to clear the max dispatch mission. You should be able to clear 10-5, I would think, because your Odin is still at tier 2. So maybe if you're trying to conserve on resources, maybe try to get a Rage on Doom, or maybe try to get a CTP of Energy. I tend to think a Rage would be better because Doom, I haven't played with him with a proc, so I don't really have any experience with that. But I really believe that he's probably going to be a lot easier. When it comes to dispatch missions, whenever you put Rages on characters, you don't have to worry about the proc necessarily. So it just makes things a lot easier when they're playing, especially on auto. That's kind of the thing about it. Now, if you're just trying to do that one clear, you're just trying to get the clear, maybe with a proc you'd be okay. But Doom with the CTP, but Doom with White Fox's leadership and his all defense sounds tier 3, it's just going to be nuts. He will be insane. So that's what I'd recommend to you. Doom, White Fox in the leadership, and Ghost Rider. And see how that works out for you. You should be able to clear the maximum amount of dispatch missions. Okay, so BJOBG just wants me to take a look at his count. BJ Giggity. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. Oh my god. Very, very nice. It's awesome to see the all new, all different Avengers card. Very hard card to get a hold of. These cards are absolutely insane, my friend. These are nuts. Not the best cards for a PvE. All of them except for this one right here, if I was to criticize you a little bit. But man, these look amazing. You got 3 quality 7s, quality 6, quality 5. Let's look at your card effects. You got 25% Pierce, which is to be expected because you got all blue stars. Your cooldown looks amazing. I mean, more than what you need, but whenever you craft all 5 of the cards, that's just what's going to happen. You're going to have an excess of stats. You got to ignore defense is high. Your all attack is almost at 100%, which is nuts. This is insane, my friend. Insane. You got the energy attack prog. Your attack speed's a little low, but it's close enough. 16%. And let me look at your characters here. Good. All right. So Mephisto, nice, nice, nice. I mean, this is a stacked roster, my friend. This is a stacked roster. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Phantom. Let me see here. What do we got here? Okay, good. I mean, this account looks better than mine. Oh, using old Doom for PvP, I see. I mean, you got tier 3 Molecule Man, right? I've never even started working on this guy. We got Odin here. Odin with the CTP of Rage. I mean, you know what you're doing, bud. You know what you're doing. This is really just a fun thing to take a look at. Wow, 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 wow. Very, very nice. Lord have mercy. Wonderful looking account. Freaking amazing, my friend. Wow. This thing is stacked. Do you have all the tier 3s? Look at this thing. Holy mother of Lord. Wow. It's pretty amazing looking account. I gotta say, my friend, I gotta say, I am jealous. This is a gorgeous looking account. Wow. I wonder how many times have I said this is a good looking account? I've said it a lot. I'm sounding like a broken record right now. Top notch, my friend. Top notch, man. Shout out to you, brother, for putting so much work into this account. Amazing. So that was everybody that put their IG in the last video. I want to say thank you to all of you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being so supportive of the roster reviews. I really do enjoy doing these videos because I do feel like it helps a lot of players out there. I do definitely see quite a few mistakes, whether it's the wrong isolate set, the wrong CTPs, working on the wrong cars, and all kinds of other things. So it's good to be able to address those things and help some of you out there make better decisions for the future in this game. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.